Yo, 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 yo. My mic was working this time. I made sure it
All
was.
right, is my mic working this time? That's the
Damn, you
real
sound
question
real
because
nice.
that's what I like to
Dude, we did
hear.
like no promo, no nothing. I think we got about three
We
people in
here
chat, but we're still here. And we're
hanging
not
out,
going
loving
anywhere.
life.
We're going to be here for life. Dude, you
So,
imagine when we're 80 streaming Midlife Crisis is going to be fantastic.
well, we're just gonna be in a pod with tubes hooked up to us like the Matrix, and we're just gonna be thinking about streaming, and that's what we'll be doing,
Oh, it's happening, man.
right?
I
Right?
read some crazy stuff over the weekend of just like people obsessed with eternal life and like,
Oh, really? Well,
oh,
whoa,
hell
pause. Tell
yeah,
me about
man.
that. Who's
It
obsessed
was
with
part it
eternal life?
just
It's like a
people
documentary.
people in general. It's a
Oh,
book. It's a book I was no, it wasn't anything specific, but there was a book that was talking, but it had a whole chapter on it, right? And they were talking about like, it was that Homo sapien book I was telling you about, and just like the
yeah.
evolution.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and then there's the whole debate of
Well, the Fountain of
what
Youth, man, the Tree of Life. People have been searching for that since like ever.
right, but the last chapter was actually on like how long will we be human, right? Because there will be a point
Ooh,
where we'll be half robot and half human, and
damn, dude.
75% robot
For
and
the two
two quarters
viewers,
percent human.
for the two
Uh,
viewers, it just got deep real quick. Metasculptor, love to see it.
it's true though. I mean, we're putting tons of thought and money and technology into fixing us, right?
I, no, it's a fascinating question, and I also said, what is the answer? That's a great one.
The
That is
answer
the answer.
is, I think, like everything, it's gonna come way
Metasculptor
quicker.
says, Citadel Twitter still up there?
uh,
We're getting there. We're on the fly.
yeah, listen, man. It is Sunday. Maddie and I took the weekends to, spend time with some friends and family.
Ooh.
And by the way, we have not done this in a long time. Maddie and I gamed this weekend, and we're going to talk about that a little bit because it made us think about NFTs, but we also just had fun gaming because that's
So
what
good.
Maddie and I did a lot of before. We got real deep into the NFT situation, and it was just fun. Wasn't it fun, dude?
Dude, so fun. It was I know I have to, it's a longer answer, sorry, but I know I have kind of an addicted personality when it comes to video games. So I have to be very careful because I will dive into games, which is why, by the way, we both agreed that pursuing something like Elder Scrolls Online and streaming, at least there was something that going on with it. Because otherwise, dude, it'd be easy to just get sucked into that world and honestly like never come up for air, right? But one of the things that's great about Diablo is you can just play, find some cool gear, and turn it off, and like that's it. It's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
playing a lot, like playing scratch off. You're just trying to find cool gear, and there's an interesting story, but like it's not really that big of a deal. It's really about just chatting with your buddy, having a good time, mashing buttons and crunching through zombie hordes. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
there's something about that's very like lets the brain turn off. So it's
Right.
nice.
And by the way, Diablo and Elder Scrolls produced one of the greatest sayings ever, which was, "It's a crunch time."
That is
Dude, we
true.
need to put
That's where
that
it came
up. Is
from.
that on the YouTube? Is that on the YouTubes?
I
It
don't I
might
don't
be on the
think so, man.
YouTubes. We gotta get that on the YouTubes, man. The original crunch time video. It's a 3-minute piece cut together. I hope it still lives on our Twitch page.
I maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. What I do know is, you know what is on YouTube?
What's that?
A brand new trailer for the series that's coming out on Disney Plus, Willow.
Oh, let's start off with Willow. Let's just go
Dude,
there right now. Let's go.
so excited.
So, little known fact about Mikey G. 3 favorite movies growing up: Princess Bride, Willow, and Never Ending Story. That's just what I loved.
Such a great
And
movie.
Willow was one of the top dogs, and I just loved it. And when Matt told me that there is a possibility, but not even a possibility, a real thing that Willow the series was coming out, needless to say, Mikey G was pretty chuffed. So we're gonna watch that right now because
Yeah,
when he showed it
ATX.
to me, he was streaming it, and I really didn't I just didn't get to like
Oh, you need
suck
to
it
take
all
it
in.
take it in, bro.
Yeah,
ATX, man, I'm with you. So he said Neverending Story. I would also include Labyrinth and Dark Crystal.
Dark
I
Crystal was there too.
Okay. And what about Labyrinth?
Labyrinth was good, but it's there was something about Never Ending Story and Willow that were just magical to me.
Really?
Oh
I think you
man,
had like a crush on who's the chick that the princess in Labyrinth? Jennifer Connelly? Yeah, Jennifer.
that's probably why you were so
Yeah.
chuffed about. Like, just I loved the Never Ending Story because they did very good job to me when I was young. Like each kind of like challenge just was like a
Yes.
solid section of the movie, right? And that is just
Oh,
like very good. Like the gates when he's trying to get through the gates and all the characters were really cool. I mean, it was
for
just
sure.
good movie, man.
Also, just to answer Too Deep Ask, what was the white dragon's name again in the Neverending Story? Miguel?
Falcor, come on, you're finished.
Yeah. Woo!
Come on.
Love it. But hey,
Atreyu
here's the
and
thing.
Falcor, you need to be on that.
But at least Too Deep knew it was a dragon, right? That usually means people read the book because in the childhood movies, it did kind of look like he was riding a white pound puppy. Just saying.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying.
actually, so you want to know the weirdest thing ever is looking at Falcor. You know, in the movie, like the middle of his back was all these like just bubbly looking things, and it kind of looked gross.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be scales.
Yeah, well, they were like bubbles. Well, I remember getting the chicken pox like really bad, and I got
Oh,
chicken pox that literally I got chicken pox so bad, and my sister got them even worse than me. That like I had chicken pox on top of chicken pox, and I
oh,
actually had to like skip a little part of the movie because when I saw Falcor's back, I was like, "That's what my arm looked like," except it was chicken pox. So
oh,
it
that's
had
awful.
this like guttural, just nasty
Mm,
reaction when I saw Falcor's back. But other than that, great freaking movie. Okay, should I watch the official teaser or should I watch the trailer HD by One Media? I'm assuming the
same.
official trailer.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
got
sure it will.
5 million views. This is the right one.
Oh, oh, so good.
All
This the
right.
sound. Listen to the sound.
Okay. I'm getting chuffed.
There is a story of a child destined to be an empress, and the unlikely hero who would protect her.
Yes.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
That gave me chills,
Chills.
man. That gave me
Chills.
chills.
So let's let's break this down, right?
Okay.
First of all, same actor, right?
By the way,
Fantastic.
he looks amazing for his age.
Dude, I mean, Warwick Davis, I mean,
How
dude has
old
a
is he?
standby.
He's got to be in his 60s. I mean, you telling me that's a good
Born
looking 60?
There is a
70. Bro is only
1970.
story
he's only 51.
of a child
He's looking good, man.
destined to
He's looking good.
Yeah. Dude is So by the way, can we just put that in perspective? That means how old was he in Willow?
Wow.
And the answer is
A l-
8
I was going to say younger than that. I don't know when Willow came out.
years old when he played Willow. That's insane.
I'm going
So
to have to watch the original Willow before this.
of course, it's on Disney Plus for those who have it. But here's the thing I would like to say though. I think something that's fascinating about this is we're arriving at a time where people who are younger could watch this series Willow, right?
Mm-hmm.
See it and be like, "Wow, this is really cool." Then they can still go on Disney Plus and watch the original Willow, and they're watching this same actor, but instead of being 51 years old, he's 18, playing that character as an origin story. So keep this in mind. Like, we had to wait 30 years, right? But a kid now gets to see it, and rather than having like a different actor play the kid as an origin story, they're actually seeing him as the kid. Think
Yeah.
about that. Do you know what I mean? And so, like, for
Big
example,
brain shit right there.
dude, so like kind of like Cobra Kai, right? With Cobra Kai,
Cobra
kids getting
Kai.
into Cobra Kai right now are watching this and they're seeing these actors play these roles, and then they can go back and watch the Karate Kid, and again, same thing. It's them. Like, how crazy is that to think that Johnny Lawrence in the 80s is who's playing it now, but you get to see that kind of like backwards regression. I don't think that's ever really we haven't really had that happen in movies that I'm aware of. Maybe somebody else can tell me. I think if anybody could, maybe Ray. He's a movie buff, but I don't know. Am I crazy?
Right. Now, let me blow your mind even before, like we were talking about in the beginning, half man, half robot. When we're 80, people are going to be looking at us 40 streaming going, I can't believe that NFTs were just a thing then. Because God knows what it's going to be when we're 80.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't that
Well,
crazy?
well, the technology will eventually. I mean, look, we're already there, right? I mean, they can already do the 3D. I mean, they put several. I mean, look at Princess Leia in the last Star Wars, right? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
didn't exist.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just made a person in a movie and had an actress act. You know what I mean? That's next level. So if we're already there, I mean, dude, in 15 years, that's just going to be normal Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
They'll just be able to make a young whoever
Yeah.
actor, or old, by the way, too, right? It could go either way.
Absolutely.
That's kind of interesting.
Dude, by the way, the man CP900 in Elder Scrolls.
What?
I said the man was CP900 in Elder Scrolls. Oh, wait, no, Metasculptor was.
Metasculptor. I was supposed to say,
Metasculptor.
Metasculptor said that.
Well, Metasculptor, you want to know how many hours that we have put into that game? Let me find that real quick for you. You ready for the grand total of my playtime on Elder Scrolls? And Matt trounces me. 3,457 hours I have put into that game. And here's the crazy thing. Before we started NFTs, I played that game for 3,457 hours, and we got 150 followers on Twitch. I have spent
I love it.
1/100th of that time talking about NFTs on Twitch, and we have 3,000x the 150 followers.
Right.
So,
And
go
here's
ahead.
fun thing here. Metasculptor says, "Man, so many hours grinding. I wish I could sell my account." Well, isn't that the question, right?
Mm,
Because You should
NFTs.
be able to sell your account. You should own the rights to the character that you designed, built, and went on, and you paid for it, right? Because the game was not free. So you paid for access to build that character. There should be nothing wrong with you able to do that. Now, you're not officially allowed to according to terms of service, although people do all the time.
Right.
But my point though is that kind of like that is the if you think about the future of gaming and what we were talking about with Diablo Immortal is the ability to go seamlessly from cell phone to PC to the just the ease that they've made that game to take with you. It's only a matter of time. We are moving in a direction where NFTs are just going to be part of every day. You know what I mean? I really do think that's what's going to be the future. I mean, we've said it many times in terms of gaming, but it's
Right.
going to be games like that that just fit so easily well, right? Obviously, anything with a loot crate, but then you start talking about like any type of random drop or things like that, or skins, things like that. I mean, just make a lot of sense for it.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, it is what it
So let's
is.
do this, man. I'm actually, kind of want to do this a little bit.
What's that?
We could just go to like the start screen of Diablo Immortal to talk through that. Like, what part of the game would be an NFT? What do you think about that?
I mean, if chat's down, I'm down. It's chill stream. We're just hanging with the crew.
It's chill stream. What do you all think about analyzing what could be an
Got
NFT?
K-Baller in
So,
the house now.
who?
K-Baller saying
K
hi.
Baller.
Let's
Oh
see
my
here.
gosh, I don't even have enough disk space to down this. I need another hard drive. I am sharing Discord. How about that? It's because I clicked off our stream chat. Thank you,
Huh?
sir. And I forgot to pop it out. That's the other thing.
We're back.
No,
All
we're
right.
not back
Oh,
now.
we're gone.
Hold on. Just hold on.
Technical difficulties.
My bad. My bad, folks. I shared the wrong thing in the beginning. Stupid old me.
Well, the other thing that's crazy, Mike, when you say how many hours, not only do I have more hours on it that, but I have an account with almost just as much playtime on my Xbox that I had before. Oh,
Dude, that's nuts.
I have given a chunk of my life to Bethesda Softworks, so they just need to appreciate that.
You
And
remember? So when we first got into this stuff, the thought was we're gonna do this with Elder Scrolls, and Maddie was in the process of doing a career transition, and we're like, we're gonna get Maddie a social media job at Bethesda, and we're
Yup.
gonna big brain this whole situation. We're gonna have somebody on the inside. They're gonna be managing the billboard chats or whatever they call them, and we were just gonna become superstar ESO streamers.
Yeah. I mean, it still might happen. We'll see.
It'll eventually see. Anybody a Diablo fan, by the way?
Yeah, because there's no sense in going
Yeah.
into it
If you guys
nobody
don't
likes
even
it.
care about Diablo, then I'm not gonna mess around with it. I had it all perfect and then I screwed it all up. Takes up more space than harder. Yeah, Call of Duty is brutal. By the way, the Call of Duty championships were today. I don't know if phase 1 or not. What else do we got?
Let's see. Asher only played Diablo once.
Asher only played Diablo once. It doesn't matter. I need to download and stuff anyways, and we're just not going to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I
no.
thought you already had it on the PC. Yeah.
Well, hold on. I can uninstall some shite.
Oh, you're out of
You know what's
space.
crazy? I put 3,500 hours into Elder Scrolls Online. Never played Skyrim, which is like the quintessential Elder Scrolls game. Isn't that
One of the best
nuts?
ones. And you should, yeah, it is nuts. You should play Skyrim though on your Switch, the Nintendo.
Oh, I can do that?
Yep, they have Skyrim. That's a great way to play it.
Oh, that's what I should do. That
And
is
yes, I did like
genius.
Morrowind. I did like Morrowind, Asher. Yeah, there you go, Mike. I got you. That way, because you don't have any space anywhere else to put Skyrim.
Oh, I have it on my computer. Uh,
Oh, I thought you had said you had to download
well,
or delete.
it's in the cloud. I don't have it actually downloaded.
Got it.
I do have Control on my computer, which great fun game, but let's be honest, am I ever gonna actually play that again? Probably not. What else do
Probably
I
not.
have here? What other games do I have on my computer?
I don't know.
Um,
What's the last time you turned on the PS5 to play a game?
Call of Duty. Oh, I did that about a week ago. Played a little. What is that game called? It's amazing, so amazing. I forget the name of it. Elden Ring, nailed it.
Nice.
The
Metasculptor totally did that same thing many times.
what?
Crashed Skyrim because of all the mods.
Oh yeah. I
Such a
mean,
great game, though. See,
some
the
pretty
mods,
amazing looking
yeah,
screen caps.
I will say, though, that is one of the games where, like, for me, mods became real because they legitimately made it a better game. Like, it's better than the game that you would buy.
Oh, here is what the Warzone. I'm getting rid of that. I'm never playing Warzone again. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. Get the hell out of here. That thing's like 100 gigs or some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's the free one.
Yeah, I'm not playing that ever again. I don't know. By the way, Call of Duty on mobile, I'm legendary status. Like I got to the top status of all of the ranks. Mobile Call of Duty, I'm good, bro. I
Have you
am
logged in that recently?
mobile Call of Duty
Yeah.
on my phone. Yeah, I play it every day.
Oh,
I'm
I didn't know
dude,
that.
I'm legendary. I only got legendary. You know when I downloaded Call of Duty mobile for the first time, that was when I went to Santa Barbara like maybe like a month ago. Cuz I was like, "You know what? I got to play if I'm on vacation, I got to figure out how to play a game." And that is the mobile device has revolutionized gamers' lives.
Well, I was only saying it because there's something you get if you log into the Call of Duty because it's Activision. You get it on Diablo Immortal. There's something award you get.
Oh shit, dog! I want to get that.
See,
Um,
that's what I'm trying to say. I got you, man.
damn, dude. Now I'm gonna have to find that out tonight. So let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
install
So while you're talking about this, why don't we go over a little? So we are, we're an NFT show. So why don't we
wins
talk
and losses, baby.
any wins and losses out there? Anybody making any plays, any flips, any degen moves, maybe some lessons, anything
There's a
like that?
lot of not a lot, a lot of not. By the way, congrats to anybody that got to mint a little Citadel. That thing looks fire.
Yeah.
And
does.
if you got multiple, that was a quick 0.3 flip. Let's go look at Citadel. What is it at right now? I'm downloading Diablo right now. It's pretty small, so
Okay, cool.
Citadel Quirklings. 4 ETH on Quirklings? The fuck is Quirklings? Quirkies or Quirklings? I know Quirkies. Never heard of Quirklings.
I have not.
How many
not heard of it.
Quirklings did you have, dude? Because they're only 0.2. You must have had a...
I must have had a lot. We got. Let's see.
Oh, you had a rank 93
two,
and somebody bought that shit for 4 ETH? Why are people doing that?
Dude, congratulations.
Dude,
What a win.
congrats. Absolutely.
That is amazing, dude. That is
You made
amazing.
4 ETH.
I am so happy you sold that. Yeah, that's a
Dude.
win.
They sold 9,000 of these. They didn't even sell out, and you made 4 ETH.
Yeah, winner,
That's
4 ETH.
insane.
C-Loss with a DGen play that did not pan out, lost $200.
Listen.
You know what, man? In this grand scheme of things, not that bad. $200.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer. Unless you're Ash Dog that does this 24/7, I would not start degenning into a ton of stuff. By the way, free mint on the Citadel, which, by the way, did not even go to public, so it's sold out so quick. I mean, I still can't get over this. Like, look at that artwork, bro. That artwork is so good, dude.
Dickens says YouTube chat is a little lonely, and I just looked over there. Sorry, man. It's literally just them talking to themselves the whole time. Oh,
dude, that is
brutal.
Maddie's job. I run the stream. He's supposed to be interacting with chat, and that ain't happening.
All right, I'm fixing it.
He needs to fix that situation. Yeah, Citadel, I think, is awesome. By the way, Citadel guys reached back out, said how much fun they had on stream. Loved our community. We're so excited to come on. We're going to be working on trying to get them back on. Even threw some ideas out about doing some evergreen YouTube content with them. Fantastic stream. Those guys are... This is a project, I shit you not, that you definitely should keep your eye on. Because those guys... I was able to talk to them, and I do know their identities, and I will tell you this right now. They're the real freaking deal. They are the real deal. I promise you that. So keep an eye out for sure on this project. Look at that, dude. Like, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Amazing. It's looking real nice.
Oh, man.
All right, good. All right, I checked.
And by the way, the last thing I'll say about Citadel, I'm gonna populate a channel for real for anybody that minted Citadel. I want to link up and form our alliance because I will be playing this game. 100% chance I will be playing this game. So anyone that's committed to it, we will have an MLC alliance to play Citadel. So I hope everybody joins because it's going to be a blast. Okay, that's enough of the Citadel stuff. And then let me see. Had about 50% left on that. Any other wins and losses here?
Oh, yeah, let's see. Well, that's the problem. Well, I checked YouTube. It's good.
Dickenzas is about the only person chatting on YouTube. Hey, here, can we talk about that, though? I want to give props out to, and you know what, Dickenzas, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. You heard this first. The next large allotment of pre-sale spots that we get, you're getting one because you were like our first organic search on YouTube that found our stream. And this is why this is a big deal, people, because as we continue to grow our brand and grow our content, which, by the way, go check out the last short, just a little Fleetwood Mac Dreams, me looking at the blue sky, thinking positive vibes. I'm telling you, I've been doing shorts every day. If you want to see Mikey all chuffed up, ready to kick the day, do not sleep on our YouTube shorts. But Dickenzas was the first person to organically search for NFT streams, and good old Midlife Crisis popped up live. He did the same thing on Twitch, and nothing came up. And that's what's going to be the power of YouTube going forward, is if you tag it and put the metadata in correctly, it is way more searchable than Twitch would ever be able to give you.
Oh, it's like credenza, Dickenza.
Dickenza credenza. Haha, Dickenza. I love it. Um, what else here? Like and like and subscribe. I love it. Absolutely doing it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
from Fidenza.
dude.
I don't know what that means.
I don't get it. But I do know this. He's dual wielding on both Twitch and YouTube right now. Love that too.
See?
Love it.
That's what Dickenza does. Dickenza's ramping it up a notch, which is another reason why he's going to get a pre-sale spot the next time we get a big allotment. Speaking of that, and we'll talk about what we're actually going to do this week later, but we got a lot of things coming up. One, Mikey G's got family in town 2 weeks from now, so there's going to be some vacation time. After that, Mikey's going to the East Coast, and Maddie and Mikey are hanging out for like 6 days straight. And it's going to be content bonanza. We won't be streaming, but you will see live streams and real-time video of us crushing NFT NYC all week. So you will want to subscribe to that YouTube channel before we crush New York together, because it's going to be wild. And then after that, we'll get back. Actually, randomly got a chat from Imaginary Whale, who is co-founder of Imaginary Ones, and he wants to come on the show. And I said, yeah, man, love to chat. Getting a hold of some YouTubers. So this is an interesting fact. A lot of YouTubers are used to recording and not doing live content like us. So there's, and not all of them, but there's an ask for us to be doing recording content and not streams. So when we get that ask in the future, and I'm not sure why Maddie's video is duplicated there. I just realized that. When we get that ask in the future, we're going to be doing pre-recorded YouTube content, and then we'll just upload it to our YouTube channel. So that's another thing that we're going to work on. Not sure if you all saw our amazing YouTube reel that one and only Ray, a.k.a. God, put together about Seth Green's Bored Ape being stolen. The longer form will be coming this week sometime, but that short, fastest growing short in midlife crisis history of all time. People are loving that one. Did a great job cutting that together. It had the little Edward Scissorhand going on. I mean, come on, classic. So as far as that, like, we will still be getting guests on the show, but our main goal is to really start ramping up YouTube content and just content in general. So there's more content around education, entertainment, and then obviously bringing you unfiltered conversations from people around the NFT space. So yeah, that's what's happening. That is what is happening. By the way, Top Testy, that whale, reached out to me. Let's see. What's 72 ETH?
I don't know.
Metasculptor's halfway to Crunch. Oh, by the way, dude, we missed Stream Team member last stream. We were signing off, and we totally dropped the mother effing ball.
No way.
Bongi,
Who was it?
Bro.
Bongi. Oh,
we need to congratulate mother freaking Bongi.
I see cheered. Dang, and there it is.
Dude,
No, wait. No, K-Baller.
was it K-Ball or a Bongi?
And then, no, 5 days ago, Cardonut.
Cardonut, son of a bitch. I knew it was somebody.
Yeah, I was like, when you said that, I was like, oh, Bongi already had it. I thought Bongi already had it.
Cardona
Cardonut.
cashes in the stream team crunch points, and we totally miss it. We're sorry,
Dude,
Cardona. Cardonut's owed a pre-sale spot too.
yes.
Man.
All right, we got to make that up to him. We got to make that up.
Fidenza apparently is an OG 72 ETH NFT. That is what Dickenza is played off of. Fidenza.
Fair enough.
That is OG. All right, let's do this. We're going to bring up a little Diablo and talk about what could be an NFT.
Well, but hold on, real quick. A little interesting. Just some fun facts. Did you hear that NFT loans are a growing thing and that investors are now using NFTs as security to get funds for future ventures?
Yes. So there's a newer contract called, I don't know what it is, but it's fractionalization. But here's the other thing that's happening too, is you're loaning. Let's say I have a Bored Ape, right? I don't loan. You show me the. Oh, sorry. Hold on, Diablo started. I was like, what the hell was that? That scared the shit out of me.
It was the power of creation and the...
Hold on. Okay, let's stop that. So, in essence, I mortgage out my BAYC to you. You would pay, and as long as you're true on your installments, you own the rights to the BAYC. You inherit the rights of owning a BAYC as long as you're true on your payments to my NFT that I have mortgaged out to you. So that is happening too. Same difference, except investment banks are doing this as securities. This is, hey, I don't have the money to buy a Bored Ape outright, but I want the benefits of being a Bored Ape member, and I have the money to make payments, monthly payments on it. So that's becoming a thing too, and it should be really interesting.
It's almost like Airbnb-ing your NFT.
No, because you're not renting it. You're mortgaging it. You're saying I have the income, I have the credit to buy your BAC based on monthly installments over X amount of time, and you own it. So like you pay your mortgage company, you own. I mean, in your mind, you own the house. You really don't. The bank owns it. But it's the same thing as when you do this, but the thing that is happening, which when you buy a house, they give you access to the house and you live in the house. When you mortgage a BAYC, you get access to all the benefits of being a member, right? Which is a really interesting concept, because if you were to pick the right blue chip, just the amount of whitelisted a BAYC or any of these, really good blue chips, you can make some loot, bruh.
Yeah, there's definitely a fascinating trend there where you think about the fact that theoretically you could mortgage and pay for your mortgage with the benefits that it has. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Now, here's where I don't know the nuances. Yes, Silos, that's what I'm getting at. You absolutely, it depends on the value of the NFT. So here's the thing that's well, it deals with houses too. Like, yeah, I don't know. You're buying a house at a set price. That house then depreciates or appreciates in value, right? So I'm assuming that whatever set price you agree to buy it at is the price that you're mortgaging it at, right? And that has the ability to go up or down in value. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how that one plays out. And actually, it was that project. I don't know for the diehards that know that project fell apart. They're actually coming back as a different project. Was the anime art Nico Nico? That is literally the whole concept of their project. Hence why I talked to the founder. And I was like, "This is a really interesting idea." He's a dev. He is one of the. He's on the kind of like the contract advisory community group board. I don't know what the hell they are, but they are upkeeping the standards of Web3 contracts. So he wrote this whole new kind of contract with this mortgage, in essence, mortgage capability. And Nico Nico was supposed to institute that, but they didn't. That it was right when the bear started. They didn't get enough traction, so they vamped their project, and they're supposed to be coming back. But that's how I know about a lot about it.
Yeah, but here's the thing I would say about it. A couple big things, because like Metasculptor says, what if the BAYC you have mortgage gets stolen, right? But what that really comes down to is the fundamental reason mortgages exist in the first place isn't because banks were willing to give out loans. It's because insurance companies were willing to insure homes, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't realize, if you take away a homeowner's policy, you don't know, there's no home ownership anymore. We're right back to an immediate, there is no middle class, right?
Right.
Because the average person cannot afford to purchase a house, and the average bank would never give the average person enough money to buy a house if it wasn't insured and they were guaranteed to get that money in some form or fashion, right? If something like that were to happen, if it gets burned down or
Hundo P.
destroyed or someone drives a car through it, right? And so that is I think that is a larger question to ask ourselves, is really, until this gets into mainstream and you have somebody willing, an insurance company willing to write a risk, willing to trade a premium, right, for essentially a total loss policy of some sort.
Right.
There's no real reason to do that, because the risk would be on the person loaning it
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah. And
So,
listen, the concept is interesting. As
yeah,
volatile as NFTs are right now, you'd be an idiot to do it. But more housing other than a 2008 crisis where the system was totally effed.
sure,
Relatively across time, real estate is a more stable thing. Uh,
for sure,
Way
for
more
sure.
stable than NFTs, right? But to Matt's point, which I was going to bring up next, is this is absolutely going to be a massive topic in the future, is how do you insure your crypto and your NFTs, and
Yeah,
what does that industry look like? And that is probably going to be one of the quickest growing industries within the NFT space over the next 5 years. And it'll be interesting to see how that all pans out. And then, NFTs for proving identity, like your assets, your personal assets, your identity, all these different things. NFTs are going to be starting to be woven into them. And it's just not this PFP thing anymore. And it's going to be fascinating to see all of these like real world applications start getting folded into this space. So it'll be fun to watch.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. It's gonna be an adventure. CeeLo says, we don't need any. Specifically, America doesn't need any help getting and creating more debt, and people buying crypto with credit cards could be a little scary. Um, yeah, I don't know if, I mean, people will find things to waste money on. I would say it is interesting how do I say this? Once real money gets involved, it's amazing how all the delineations we have in humanity, whether it be politically, religiously, whatever it might be, it is interesting that at the end of the day, like,
Yeah.
for you to get a loan, it is about as objective as it gets, right?
Right. Right.
And so what's interesting with that is like the loss of money also doesn't care, right? Because it's just
Yeah.
reality, right? You pay your loan or you default on it, and it is what and here's the interest. And it's just kind of interesting because that is a common topic, right? Is I mean, how
Yeah.
prevalent debt's getting,
Yeah.
and does this move into that? I mean, how many people did we hear about that with that like homeless guy in Vegas that basically was in debt and tried to like win it back, in with gambling. I'm sure there'll be a level of that with
Well,
I mean, there
that's
already
where
has people with
actually that's
crypto,
where I was gonna
NFTs,
go.
all kinds of stuff, right? Is like there's kind of a predatory
Right.
side to it.
Absolutely. And the predatory side will be what's happening now, right? So, like, think about this.
Yeah.
You no longer have rugs because those will be stamped out, right? People are intelligent enough to understand what's rugs. There's going to be some regulations against rugs, but there's still a way to, even let's say there's all these rules in places. You could make a quasi semi good NFT with no intentions of making it a long term thing, where you could still make a substantial amount of money and get people to buy into it. And now, if credit cards are associated with that, no one that
Yeah.
knows nothing about NFTs is going to be like, oh, this is a surefire bet. Boom, boom, boom. Millions of dollars have just been taken off of something that from the outside looks like they're trying. But that person is just preying on people that have no clue what the hell to do in the NFT space. And there'll be a whole gap of people doing that too, right? It'll be really interesting. But I was gonna go. I think you said it, Matt, and you kind of went there before because, like, again, we seem to be pretty aligned when we talk about these things. But my argument to Celos's or Metasculptor, I forget who said about the credit card being predatory, is, dude, there's casinos worldwide. And there's real no difference there in my mind. I guess yes, because it's easier to buy on credit, and I'm sure at a casino it's harder to get cash, I guess, but you can still get cash advances from your credit card. So it's easy to max out a credit card through a casino. So there's
Easily.
just going to be, unfortunately, it's just going to be a thing.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right.
All right, let's just play a little Diablo Immortal. So this came out this weekend, or no, last week. The second. When was the second? Last week?
Yeah, it was in a couple things.
Shit,
Well, the
man, this is
official-
loud. This is
By the
real
way,
loud.
people were hearing all the alerts hitting you on too. I think your Discord alerts, whatever it was.
Ugh.
were coming through.
Hold on. This is incredibly loud. I need to switch that up.
And it sounds weird. It shows Diablo Immortal behind your video.
Yeah, because it's on.
Yeah, but it's not looking for game to capture. It's not
Yeah,
playing.
hold on here. Hold on, people.
Mike's getting a little crazy.
Why in the hell is that not working though? It
Yeah, Bongi,
should
yeah.
work.
Yeah, it's Mike. He's figuring it out.
We're gonna get here. It has a thick candy shell.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Check that out. It's there. It's just cropped. I don't know what the hell happened.
Did you play any more Witcher 3?
Well, you remember I actually was playing it, but hey, look who my other player is. Cletus, baby. Cletus is here. So this game came out on the 2nd, mobile game first, right? But what they did in a genius move is made it cross-play with PC. But this is by far a mobile game first. And I think this has some of the most real-life applications to... By the way, this actually looks pretty darn good on PC.
Right? I was trying to say.
It looks pretty darn good on PC. But I wanted to run through this real quick too, though, because here's where it gets crazy, and here's where the power of NFTs come in. When you can get it this big. is all of these little things to claim and these daily quests and rewards are all linked to some type of skin. You know, this is technically their in-game currency, which are these battle points, right? So, like, this is its own economy as well, because you're paying money to Activision to get the battle points to then get the things, right?
Yeah.
And all of this can be totally NFTized. And I'm pretty excited about the fact that we got games like Citadel and stuff that are going to start doing that. And then, to kick it up a notch, you go to something like this Battle Pass. You want to kind of walk through that, Matt, and talk about how this works?
Well, Battle Pass, I mean, anybody who's played Call of Duty has seen similar season type things, right? Where you, as you progress in season experience, you unlock different, whether it be weapons, skins, whatever it might be. But then, of course, you can buy the upgraded version, which gives you way more stuff, right? And you, of course, you get experience faster. So that's a similar concept to that. But same thing. I mean, but if you think about whether it be, what I think is interesting specifically about Diablo is they have these legendary drops, right? And so think about a collection, an NFT collection of 10,000, and how they can have different traits, right? You could create random traits, and then on top of that, you have your stat rolls, right? So it can be intelligence from, 120 to 158, right? So the randomness of those stat numbers, between that, you have millions of combinations, potential combinations. Why does that matter? That means that you could theoretically make every legendary drop be an NFT. Do you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah, dude. It's insane.
And you would and that drop would be yours to do with what you will. Do you see what I'm saying? And you would essentially, now you have that in your Activision NFT wallet, right? And you can then move that. It could have better value. So, like, let's say you got essentially a god roll, right? Perfect stats, amazing, looks incredible. Well, here's what's cool. All of that, those primal legendaries that you had, right?
Yep.
Ancient primals. Well, what about the idea that if you got that, you could actually do something with it, because just like an NFT that was a one of one or a rare, it's going to sell for more value, right?
Right.
So you could monetize essentially your luck in the game using that to create a little bit of income. And most people are not going to get that god roll, right? I mean, you are talking about a one in multi-million chance.
0.0008% chance.
But somebody's going to get it.
Somebody's
right?
going to get it. Well,
And
it just happened.
It creates a market, right?
Yeah. It just happened. Someone's got a level or a 90 rarity on a 0.3 mint and sold it for 4 ETH. That's the same. Celos. It's the same thing that what just happened to Celos, but you're doing it in a video game, right?
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thunder Dan, what is up?
Holy shit, dude. I was just thinking about calling you. By the way, everybody, Thunder Dan is the GOAT. This is my boy who I used to do the LA Geico stuff with, and we used him. He actually, funny story about Thunder Dan. Thunder Dan went to PAX West with me, and we created a whole persona of him being this older midlife crisis gentleman that had a redneck twang that lived next to Team Solo Mid's real gaming house. And we did a whole Twitch series. Thunder Dan, what the hell was the guy's name? Russell. His name was Russell. And we did all of these skits. This guy has done voiceover for World of Warcraft, Call of Duty. He's the real deal. 20 plus year professional in LA. Thunder D, we're ramping up our YouTube content. I need you, buddy. I need you.
He's on YouTube. He's on the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. And Thunder Dan is on YouTube. You should follow him because he's a fantastic dude. What is Thunder Dan? I think it's Thunder Dan.
Oh, no, I mean, he's on our YouTube. Like,
no, I understand what you're saying. I think it's Thunder Dan 88.
Yeah, Thunder Dan 88.
He's a big Chiefs fan, which is unfortunate, but... Shit, dude, he's got 750 subscribers now. But he actually has his commercial work on there too. You all should check out Thunder Dan. He's my boy. Amazing human being. Super, super talented. And I'm going to convince him to do some voiceover work for us for some pre-sale spots. Pre-sale spots for some NFTs. I don't even think he probably knows what an NFT is. But yeah, man, that was kind of the thing I wanted to talk about on Diablo, is just how crazy it is that all of these things can just turn into NFTs, man.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. I mean, even though it's not technically the metaverse, it kind of is. You're in one right now, right? And that's
Right.
I think where we've said. I mean, the logical progression for where this is probably gonna just naturally evolve to is going to be gaming, right? Because we're just so used to it. And I think that something like either Diablo or honestly like an MMO or something like that would probably be the easiest one, because the concept of the metaverse is just so readily prevalent. So
Right.
anyway,
We'll
see.
I do want to just see real quick what these skills look like on the computer. Oh, baby. Yes.
No, not yet.
Yes. Yes. Let's do this. Maddie and I played this, and we had so much fun. So, anyone else interested, totally free to download. We can exchange Battle.net or Activision accounts, and we'll play. We'll have a blast. I think you can play up to 4 people, right? 4 or 5?
Up to 4 people in a party. 4 people in a party. The biggest thing is we are on the Eternal Crown server.
Yes.
And they do not let you know that if you just play the game, it'll put you in any random server with the best ping. But if you don't play on the right server, you cannot move servers at all. So
this is Diablo, Ash. This is Diablo.
So anyway,
let me show you all that real quick too. Am I exiting that game? No, whatever. Eternal Crown server. That's all I gotta say. And then for anybody that doesn't have their web browser open, this is the man, a myth, a legend, Thunder Dan. Let's see if I can. I don't think he has any of the Twitch stuff that we did, but yeah, great dude. And Coochie Gucci's here.
What up?
What up? It's been a while, Cooch.
Absolutely.
Good to see ya.
And actually, that was Diablo Immortal.
Diablo Immortal, brand new mobile game that just came out, free to play.
Download it on your phone. It's so easy to play.
Yep, download it on your phone. For sure, off the App Store. We'll all play together, Ash. And then finally, we don't have any pre-sale spots today, but we did have some just very high-level market update stuff that we wanted to go over. Like I said, Maddie and I took the weekend to just kind of chill, hang with friends, do with family, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do on Tuesday and potential guests for Thursday. Don't have anything locked down, and then we're going to have a 2-week stretch here where it's going to be a lot of YouTube and not as much Twitch. So
because of the travel,
because of the vacation and travel to NFT NYC.
Which, by the way, Coochie Gucci's going to NFT NYC.
Holy shit, Coochie Gucci. We're going to be there the whole time, buddy.
And Mikey G NFT there. It's going to be
freaking
real
awesome.
Nice. So, yeah, let's dive into some of this NFT stuff, Mike.
All right, let's go. Let me get the link that you sent. Did you email it or send it to me in Discord?
Yeah, emailed it.
Okay, let me...
Because it's just I just forwarded the
Let me bring that up right here real quick.
Oh, Bongi's going to be a little NFT NYC.
Oh,
that'll be awesome.
We'll do an NFT NYC. We probably should do a temporary chat room too, get everybody's deets and perts of where they're going to be so we can make sure that we meet up. I am more than happy to, Maddie. this is on me. I'm not going to pay for an open bar, but we should do a night of midlife crisis, a little happy hour. I can pay for the first round or two of drinks, and we should just all
Oh,
hang
dude,
out and have a beer.
I mean,
Um,
Bongi's a stream team member. Obviously, it's open bar for Bongi, but
Open bar for Bongi, Hundo
everyone else.
P. Although I don't know how much Bongi drinks, so maybe like a half open bar. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, I see what you sent.
Yeah.
We got some more Coinbase bites. So do you have it open up on your screen, Maddie? Because I can't. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
share my email.
no worries. So basically,
Um,
one of the big things is they're talking about like what's going on and why are some of the uh, really large investors and firms getting into crypto now. Now, this is crypto as think of like the coins, not necessarily NFTs. But it's not a big secret. I mean, this is like kind of generic stuff, right? I mean, at the end of the deal, the whales buy the dip, right? I mean, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
They're there, and what's happening is you're seeing firms. I mean, literally, J.P. Morgan. Why are they buying into or excited about Bitcoin? You know what I mean? And so it's like here we got, you know, they have, geez, here's an investment company, Anderson Horowitz, record-breaking $4.5 billion crypto fund.
Ooh.
Um, you know,
If I knew
that's
who Anderson Horowitz was, though, who is Anderson Horowitz? Anybody know?
I might have said that wrong. Andressen Horowitz. I don't
I'm
know.
assuming he's a billionaire of some venture capital
Let me throw
firm
up
in
here.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
He owns a venture capital firm.
Oh, look, he helped get involved in the early internet with his company Netscape.
Oh, he's the Netscape founder guy. Dude, there's
Yeah,
actually a documentary about this dude. There's a
dude.
documentary on Netscape on Netflix. Fantastic. I thought that
Yeah.
name sounded familiar. Yeah, so he just started a little known thing called Netscape.
Yeah.
I
And
will
apparently
say
he's an
this.
early
Go ahead, Matt.
Coinbase.
Sorry.
Apparently he's also an early Coinbase investor as well. So that probably panned out real nice.
Yeah. And so here's the other thing that I didn't think of that makes sense, and I should have thought of this, though. As interest rates rise on everything, crypto's the go-to investment. So what's interesting is I think that kind of pans out in the concept of crypto, right? Is because interest rates aren't really attached to their money. So it's an asset that people are going to want to go to as interest rates go high.
There you are. Yeah, and ultimately, I mean, what this whole article is about is basically there's whales in the investor business are quietly buying very large swaths of crypto, and it's no secret, right? I mean, they're buying it because it's low, right? But they're the takeaway from that is you don't buy it because it's low and you think it's going to crash. You buy it because you believe it's going to rebound and you want to make. That's how they got as wealthy as they got. And so it's just very interesting to see that they're starting to purchase into that now. What does that mean? Well, if you flood a lot of money back into it, does that mean rebound? I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. It just means that people who are much smarter than us and who have a lot more money than us seem to be moving their money in our direction, and I think that's good. So, and
But
I am excited that Bongi's excited to drink with us.
but here's one thing I want to point out because and this is why I don't feel really bad anymore talking about like what's happening in the market. Like I always thought to myself like, "Oh, I'm a brand marketing guy. I can't talk about this stuff because I had to be like certified or something." That makes sense. No sense. We're reading a Coinbase
Yeah.
email and stuff like this cracks me up because so this guy, quote unquote, Davos, was optimistic about Bitcoin and does this shit for a living. He works for a partner called Guggenheim, and
Guggenheim.
he predicted that Bitcoin in December of 2020 that it was well on its way to $400,000 a coin. And just last week, he says we might not see the bottom of Bitcoin till it hits 8,000. So that just goes to show you, even experts that are researching this shit day in and day out, they don't even fucking know what they're doing. So it's just such a volatile. They know what they're doing, but they can't.
Yeah.
You just can't predict this shit, man.
That's a better way. Yes. As smart as they are, if there was a way to know for sure, that guy would be a trillionaire, right? He's not. He's obviously done well. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's very difficult to predict,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I do think and I like what you said about the interest rates too. I think that's a great point too. But it's also a little different now too, because anything we're seeing, and Asher, correct me if I'm wrong, but moves we see now are a little bit different because in the beginning of the year, there's a lot of plays that people will make for tax purposes because they have to file taxes. And so a lot of people can do things specifically just to like claim losses or do things. There's a lot of, I guess, shell game work that gets done early in the year that is a lot of dollars moving around, but it's really just for tax purposes. And so you can't really like trust the market 100% on what's going on. So I feel like the moves we're seeing now are much more indicative of like what people really believe in.
Yep.
100% speculation, but I feel like it sounds right.
Yep. And then we've been talking about this hashtag Solana Summer. Last Wednesday, number that is relevant, $24.3 million. What does that number mean? That's sales volume of Solana-based NFTs last Wednesday. Why is it interesting? Because it beat Ethereum's daily volume at $24 million. So they beat them by 300,000, attributed to projects such as, we talked about this one, and Asher was on the call saying that it was going to be huge. Good old Trippin' Ape Tribe.
There it is. It is okay.
And the OXH boys, shout out to them. They were degenning on buying ENS names, which is basically the .com of Web3. So they were literally buying like abc.ens because they're like, this shit is going to be worth something someday. Well, joke is on us because 8 million was the monthly revenue for the ENF service recorded last week because people are buying the shit out of ENS names right now. So that's basically a thing now. And props to anybody that ENS domain sat and got car.ens or visa.ens or any other. Although I think by trademark law, Visa probably can get their visa.ens relatively easily, plus all the money that they have. But they still have to pay a fee. So you mint visa.ens for 0.000001 Ethereum, probably still make 5 to 10 grand off of it. Do that a couple hundred times. And then this is interesting. Lots of talks about the Federal Reserve talking about an actual digital dollar that's complementary to crypto and more stable. They said it only can take up to 5 years. So, dude, it's happening. Everything is happening. Like everything is digital. Everything is happening. And think about this decentralized stuff. Us as content creators, well, guess what? We don't really own our content. YouTube owns it. Amazon owns it. Everyone else owns our content. What's going to be really interesting is to see Web3 implications for content creators like us, for us to truly own our content in the future. And I don't know what that looks like. But that's something, honestly, Matt, we should really start going down the road of, because that could be another kind of like really good content series on how is Web3 going to affect content creators. And we should just
Yeah,
start researching it and talking about it. Um,
sure, absolutely.
I think it's a really,
Well,
really cool concept.
so interesting you say that. I was reading an article about the biggest trends in NFTs to look out for this year, and number 2 is Hollywood and NFTs. And it says specifically how companies produce and commercialize new movies has changed due to COVID, right? Because even now movies are going straight to stream. However, the whole concept of like it says specifically the television businesses responds to the rise of nonlinear streaming watching platforms. It has undergone comparable changes. The distribution of material has been modified by streaming. NFTs, according to some crypto experts, are the next frontier, with the potential to transform how the material is consumed.
Yep.
Already, Hollywood movies include NFT drops. And so that could be an interesting little bit too, right? In terms of how that works. Essentially, like how are they going to be paid for? That's Hollywood, right? But then in terms of the content itself, a lot of the same stuff. I mean, just like you talk about real estate, well, like you said, it's a digital asset. What do you do with the movie? You know what I mean?
Right.
And an interesting thing that could be. So who knows? I don't know. But
And
that would make it very easy to move rights around. Like for example, Netflix has it for a while, and they could sell the NFT to Hulu, who could sell it to Disney. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
right.
kind of interesting that it could move like that.
Yep. And by the way, we should start doing this as we get more and more pre-sale spots. We should do upcoming week mint and review, because we actually have 2 projects. And thank you, K-Ballers, because I would have freaking missed this because we deal with so many projects. So this week, anybody that won Big Town Chef is minting, like, what is today, the 5th or the 6th?
5th.
Okay, Big Town Chef is minting on the 7th, I think. So that's this Tuesday. And then Culture Cubs is minting on the 13th. So that is the beginning of next week. Yeah, beginning of next week. So any Big Town Chef people, hold out there. Culture Cubs 0.13. It's on the cusp. If Culture Cubs is 0.08, I think it would be good. I mean, they have a thriving Discord. They have a smart team. Their artwork is nice. How many people do they have on their Twitter now? I don't even know. I mean, we've been talking. I talked to the team. Actually, Ash, Matt, and I talked to them. Damn, last year sometimes. And they're just smart guys. Now, it's a shitty ass market. And like we said, the free mints are the things to be. I mean, think about that. Citadel just they minted 1,000 pieces for free, and it's sitting at a 0.2 something floor. So they have 44,000 followers on their Twitter. It doesn't list how many people are in their Discord. And they have, so here's the other thing that will be interesting. They have an app that is pretty much going to be ready. So I think it depends on how chuffed people are about their app. And then another thing that I told them I would read through. They DM'd me and our team earlier today. And they had this to say if you're not in the Discord. And I thought this was interesting.
Yeah, the pledge.
So they have a pledging system that goes on. They can submit their wallet and mint on the mint day, or pledge their mints using an escrow contract. It'll automatically mint on the day, plus the airdrop your NFT, and the gas is free. It solves the problem of high gas, inconvenient timing, and uncertainty around whitelist allocation uptake. Pledge mints are guaranteed.
Yeah, K-Baller and RZ365 chime in. Could be a little risky in this market.
I wouldn't
365
yeah,
freeze.
me personally, I would not pledge.
Freeze. Yeah.
It's too risky right now.
But they do say you can revoke your pledge anytime, according to RZ365. So
Well, if you can revoke it, then I take it back. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Super excited. We what did we mint? Oh, Citadel. Super excited to mint Citadel over the weekend or
yeah,
the end of last week. Pretty chuffed to play that game.
yeah.
Any other? I think that covers kind of the market update. All in all, oh, one last little tidbit from me that I thought was interesting on a couple of the email stuff that we went through. Elon Musk up to it again. We know how he said he would take Bitcoin for Teslas and went back on that about 2 weeks later because of how damaging Bitcoin is to the environment and having a energy friendly company. And he just announced last week that SpaceX will be accepting Dogecoin going forward. So I'm not sure who is going to be paying SpaceX and Dogecoin for space. Isn't that crazy?
Could you imagine buying anything of value with something worth like 0.00? I'm trying to find it.
Elon's taking Dogecoin for SpaceX. What do you all think about that? It's a thing, apparently. It's a thing.
Oh, okay. No, it's 0.08. You know. When did he announce that?
Last week sometime.
Ooh. Even that didn't save them.
Yeah, I've still got a few hundred in Doge. What can I get my trip? When can I get my trip to the sun? Dude, if 200 Doge gets you to the sun, the SpaceX is going bankrupt real quick.
Jeez.
That's so funny, dude. Any other random tidbits for you, Maddie?
That's my favorite. No, I'm good. That was my favorite comment of the night, though.
Oh, that was such a good
200
comment.
Doge. When can I get my trip to the sun? Oh man.
Well, how about folks? You have anything else that you want to talk about? Any projects to look at before we wind it down for the day? I'd probably go with the consensus that not anything is going to do great unless you have a bajillion people backing it, like a meme land type of project that's paid. Other than that, degen those free mints, and I am not a degen, so I can tell you who we've been talking to and what the future holds for midlife. Maddie,
What's up?
any thoughts before we wind down? Any closing thoughts or comments or anything else you want to touch
just
on?
looking at the market, then I dived into that whole Dogecoin thing. But I mean, here's the thing. It's just everything's going like this. I mean, at the end of the day, since our last stream doing this, I mean, Bitcoin's up 2%, right? So it's not like wildly different. ETH is down 0.7%, so it's roughly the same. I mean, into a lot of this stuff, but although just gonna say it again, just joking with it, but Cardano is
Cardano.
another 17%. I don't know what's happening with it. I'm certainly not saying anything about it other than the fact that it just cracks me up that right now it's the one that's got at least in the plus column.
Pets'
But
heads
what are
are
you gonna do?
falling off. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Our
So,
pets' heads are falling off.
I know.
Okay, cool.
Solana's seen better weeks.
Solana
It's
has seen
right at that $40 right now. That's a little dicey.
Solana.
Dicey.
I hope Solana summer rebounds real quick. We need to get we need to get Solana back up to $100
Yeah.
so we can liquidate some assets. But until then, we are stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
What was Silos's comment? Come on, Maddie.
I don't know. Did I miss something? Hold on.
Rags to Richie by Alec Monopoly. Let's look at that real quick. Rags to Richie. Ooh, did you put this in the Discord? I mean, bro, that's gotta be close to a copyright infringement situation. Dude,
what is
this
it?
actually looks really cool. Like that, the artwork is right. Oh, Rags to Richie. Where is Richie? Dude, Where's Waldo was my favorite thing on earth for a long time. Those Where's Waldo books, bro. Like, look at that. That is a perfect representation of Where's Waldo.
Silos is saying, "Come on, Maddie," because I said the Cardano thing. I have $4 worth of Cardano left. It's funny looking at the top like 20 and seeing that is the most in the plus column. It's just like, wow.
I think this artwork's pretty cool, man. Where'd you find this? GODDD. Damn, classic. High-profile street artist with some whales watching him. No copyright. He has big people on the East Coast supporting him. He's been a high-profile street artist for a while. See, this is where just fascinating to me because he knows these like niche street artists, musicians, like all of this shit. It's so much random information in his brain. I would never in a million years find this project ever. But good old Ray, just slam it down, Rags to Richie's. No problem.
Loving it. Loving it.
I don't know. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, when you have a chance, Ray, I know family has been sick, by the way. Hope you're feeling better. Hope family's doing well.
100%.
Put that in your channel, buddy. And then as far as going forward, this is what we're looking at. So we have a special Tuesday night. Guests have been slow just because of the market. I have 3 or 4 potentials for Thursday, but no guarantees yet. Imaginary Ones is one of the ones that we're talking to. They want to come on the show. They like what we're doing now. Imaginary Ones, there's 2 or 3 other newer, smaller projects that are all tools or some type of DAO situation, so I'm talking to them too. But Tuesday night's going to be a special night. We'll probably have a very short stream. Well, Matt, let's just do this real time. Should we just do this night, Tuesday night, what we're going to do, or should we stream before? What should we do?
I mean, I think we can stream for a little bit, for sure.
So that's what we'll do. We'll stream for a little bit, but right after the stream, which will probably last no longer than an hour, we're going into Discord because it's Step Brothers movie night with smartasses in midlife crisis. We're going to do the same thing. We'll have some pre-sale stuff to give away. We're going to watch Step Brothers together, and then we're going to follow Step Brothers up with a real-time smartasses trivia. So get all excited. So much room for activities Tuesday night. We know that on the East Coast it's a little later, but I think it's like an hour and a half movie. So if we start by 10 at the latest, we'll be done at 11:30. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Step Brothers movie night Tuesday night, followed up by our one and only OG Spazoinks Pork administering a smartasses trivia in real time. Winner is going to get some pre-sale prizes. The problem is I need to
Catalina
figure out
wine.
what pre-sale prices are gonna be. But I'll figure that out. Don't even worry about it. Worst case scenario, I'll freaking give you some ETH. I don't give a shit. But yeah, we'll have fun, man. We'll have a good time. And then Spazoinks, I'll link up with you to make sure you got everything you need, but we're pretty pumped. So that's gonna be Tuesday. Thursday, it'll either be a chill stream or we'll have a guest. I think we'll be able to manage getting a guest on. It's just gonna be closer to real time. We won't be able to announce it like we usually do after stream tonight. And then the next week, I am going on vacation with the family. And then the week after, we're going to be in NFT NYC giving you shit tons of content. So Maddie and I and the team have not talked about when I'm on vacation, what we're going to do. My assumption is we'll probably try to figure out how to do some community events or something to make sure we're not.
Also, just watch YouTube. We're gonna be doing stuff and releasing info on YouTube.
Yep.
And so this will be a big push, really, to kind of, again, it's not that we're leaving Twitch. It's just we want to add a presence in YouTube, and I think that that'll be a great way to kind of get that founded. And it's really going to culminate NFT NYC, where there's going to be content coming up left and right, and so that way we can kind of get that ball rolling. It'll be fun.
Absolutely. And Metasculptor, DM me about the chat with Smat World because I don't remember who the contact is. And then with that being said, I'm going to play the fastest growing midlife crisis YouTube video yet. And that's how we're going to end the show. We'll see you Tuesday for a short stream, followed by Step Brothers movie viewing and trivia. We love you all. You're all amazing. And midlife crisis the old is out. Seth Green news that came out a couple days ago. Dude got his Bored Ape stolen. Was building a show around it. So this is a pretty interesting conversation. And I think the first comment, hair and beard, hundo P better than his, knowing that he has a professional stylist to get it look like that. Bro, I just came out of the shower, dog. And I'm looking pretty good already.
I mean, you are 10,000 times more attractive than Seth Green, no question.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and maybe you are.